Good evening. I am Roy Fleming, the founder and CEO of Black Eye Comics. I'm a recent graduate of Full Sail University, and I successfully completed my Bachelor's of Science degree in computer animation. I'm highly proficient in ZBrush, Wacom Tablet, Adobe Creative Cloud, Final Cut Pro X, Nuke 8, Windows 7, and other programs. I've gone beyond traditional keyframe animation to explore systems that allow for the creation of more complex animation, developed through hands-on learning experience with summative and formative portfolio assessments, gaining experience in production deadlines and constraints. Now, a little bit about me. As a kid, I began reading comics and was excited to see what my hero and favorite characters would encounter next. How would they get through the situation they were in? Could they overcome the odds stacked against them? But then I began to notice that they had these awesome superpowers that could not be rivaled. The lower level street thugs were no match, and the villains had no plan, no vision, much like the lower level street thugs. Now these are supposed to be super villains. The only difference is that they had cool costumes and cool code names, and in theory had the ability to rival the powers of the hero. Now me personally, in my eyes, I saw this as a dilemma, and I wanted to see a real challenge to be presented to the hero. I saw the combinations like Batman versus Joker, Superman versus Lex Luthor, Spider-Man versus Doc Ock, Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom. Now these are all examples of villains that don't live up to the hype, that could have been so much more. So I grew tired of waiting. So I started creating my own villains to go against our favorite comic heroes. I guess sort of to raise the ante. So what do all these comic labels have in common? Predictability. It's all predictable. I could predict that this villain is going to fall flat, and is somehow in the middle of having the hero cornered, is going to talk his way out of a victory. Now, to me, I must say that I would rather see a challenge. I would rather see what happens if we could change all of that and really see our hero be a hero. So my question is, what if? What if we had the chance to change that? Eliminating predictability, influence the story arc of the hero, being involved in an environment controlled by the votes of the masses, choosing who survives, who suffers defeat, which way will the tide turn? What if you have the ability to ensure that the hero earn their stripes? Allow yourself to be engulfed with the story. Be a part of the character's development and growth, ultimately being a part of their world. Well, Black Eye Comics is conducting an all-out assault on the industry, offsetting the status quo. Where is it said that the hero must operate this way and act that way? They say that art reflects life. Well, much like in the same way that today's conflicts aren't cookie-cut and march towards each other, point and shoot, it is non-conventional warfare. So here at Black Ops, we are bridging the gap between computer animation and the graphic novel and e-comics, bringing a behind-the-scenes total aspect where you can be there from the beginning. The character's concept, development, and growth, the character's lifespan, access it through your mobile phone, computers, download characters' bios, and best of all, the characters' blogs, where the votes and the polls of the masses rule. The vote of the people, much like sports has its fun fantasy draft and gaming, welcome to the world of Black Ops. So at this point, I want to welcome you to start your mission. Are you ready to start your journey? Follow through with your characters. See what happens. Who can control what? The sky's the limit. So let's start now. Good evening. I am Roy Fleming, the founder and CEO of Black Eye Comics. I'm a recent graduate of Full Sail University,